Hey everybody, it is Maddie here with Altcoin Buzz with you on this Wednesday, on this hump day, and it is a bloody one. We are wading through a very red sea at the moment, and there may be a couple of different reasons for that. We're going to be exploring them, but we'll also step back a little bit and from a macro perspective, take a look at this article on altcoinbuzz.io. VeChain is offering its view on how to boost blockchain adoption in the macro sense, in the global sense. We'll also take a look at why Binance is now deemed safe and why it's becoming closer to VeChain, according to a couple of different people. We're celebrating a big anniversary with our friends over at HPB, High Performance Blockchain. They're celebrating something rather important. And then we have a few minor updates and a little bit more major ones, actually, in fact, from the Twitter sphere. We'll let you know what those are from a couple of different organizations. We're looking at blockchain adoption in Vietnam. That relates to one of those Twitter updates. We'll talk about that. And then we'll issue guys an important scam alert warning about what is happening with Bakkt. There are false giveaways that are being perpetuated on Twitter. Make sure you don't fall for them. We'll let you know what they look like at the end of this video. But let's begin with a snapshot of the market. I'm warning you guys, things are down. It is looking ugly right now, at least at the time of this recording. On CoinGecko.com, we are down 15% over the last 24 hours. Total market cap is now just below $218 billion. We have fallen literally tens of billions of dollars over the course of the last day. Is part of that a reflection of the disappointment that people collectively have in Bakkt's launch? That's part of it, perhaps, but who's to say? The only thing that has remained relatively stable here has been Bitcoin's dominance at 68.6% presently. At the time of this recording, Bitcoin is down with the rest of the market pretty evenly, down 14.6% at $8,328. I gotta say, it fell through the $9,000 support floor like a bowling ball through wet newspaper. It just went careening down below that number. As you can see, other projects are down similarly. Ethereum down 15.9%. Bitcoin Cash down 25%. Litecoin and EOS were hit hard, down 18.8% and 23.9% respectively. So definitely a very, very bloody 24 hours or so. Not financial advice, but the way I look at this personally is I'm going to gobble up some deals while the prices are lower. Again, I'm not recommending you do the same, but for those projects that I'm already following, that I'm already invested in, I see this as a bit of a buying opportunity, to be quite honest, despite what other people in the market may be thinking. So there you go. Make of that what you will. Let us know why you think this is happening in the comments below. I would say that it's a knee-jerk reaction to a lack of major investment in the Bakkt promises that have been building up for quite some time, and maybe some people, whether institutions or otherwise, feel kind of disappointed in what we've seen. That may be a part of what's playing into all this. But nevertheless, there are different theories that are bouncing around. It's kind of mine at the moment. Let us know what yours is in the comments below. Let's now kind of take a step back and look at the macro picture with this article by Natalia on altcoinbuzz.io. VeChain explains how to boost blockchain adoption because its partners have discussed various aspects of how to make that happen. It's been a busy year for VeChain, of course, but the company doesn't feel like stopping, thankfully. Recently, it attended the Shanghai Blockchain Week, and while there, VeChain and its partners, DNVGL and Deloitte, shared their thoughts on how blockchain can boost business. Then you had the co-founder and CEO of VeChain, Sunny Liu. He pointed out the following points. So the professional teams and enterprise level applications are the only ones who can promote the development of blockchain technology. We need business consensus. To achieve it, enterprises need to open their minds and make their platforms open sourced, attracting more players. And besides, we need regulatory consensus too. Then you had Mr. Antonio Senatore, who is the global CTO, Chief Technology Officer at Deloitte Blockchain. He expressed the following opinions. The early platforms that create benefits and deliver value within the existing regulatory paradigm will be the early winners. Blockchain isn't just a decentralized governance, it's a comprehensive ecosystem. If we view it as an ecosystem, then use cases automatically spring up. The reason for choosing public blockchain is obvious. The parties are verifiable. And here's a very important update that links into our next story very cleanly. On a different note, VeChain and its partners are going to launch an online digital certification later this year, as per Scott Stevenson. This digital certification service is scheduled to be online later this year, released to over 900,000 customers in January of 2020. DNVGL is authorized to provide maritime, gas and energy, healthcare, and management systems. And if interested, you can read about the particularities of that on VeChain101.com. Now, related to that story is this one by Rachel on the website. Binance is deemed safe becomes closer to VeChain. Binance announced that it received a recognized security accreditation, and unexpectedly, the partnership has made it closer to VeChain. We'll tell you how in just a second. Binance has been recognized in a pretty big way, and they received an endorsement from some fairly big names and some big players. The company is understandably proud, and they made the following announcement via Twitter on the 24th of September. Binance has received ISO 27001 accreditation, certified by the DNV and UKAS, two world-renowned international accreditation bodies. We are proud to be among the first global crypto asset platforms to receive ISO 27001 accreditation, and the first certified by the DNV and UKAS. Changpeng Zhao, the CEO of Binance, was very proud and commented, quote, "Security has always been the utmost priority for Binance and our users, and we are honored that Binance's security management is recognized by the respected DNV and UKAS." The ISO 27001 is the blueprint for an information security management system. It assesses security practices and endorses total compliance with key European Union legislation, for instance, NIS cybersecurity regulation, EU GDPR, and data protection law. And this accreditation will most likely open doors for Binance into new terrains, especially areas with strict crypto regulations. Okay, that's all well and good, but how does that make Binance any closer to VeChain? Well, interestingly, in their tweet, Token Vision emphasized that by receiving this endorsement, the exchange has indirectly connected itself to the VeChain blockchain. So here in response to that Binance announcement at TokenVision99, awesome, Binance is indirectly on VeChain blockchain thanks to VeChain and DNVGL's partnership, which we just talked about, because they highlight the following individual, Kiran Venkitesh on LinkedIn. Kiran is the release manager, business applications at DNVGL. He wrote, "All certificates migrated to VeChain. All new certificates from today to be part of the MainNet. Tokenization of certificates as non-fungible tokens. Start of a new era in the TIC industry, thanks to a bunch of different people. And this is all about creating valuable transactions." You had a lot of people that echoed that sentiment, especially on Twitter. Individuals like Crypto Steve, who in response to Binance's announcement, just casually wrote that they're now registered on the VeChain Thor blockchain, and certainly has a point. So it's a good development in terms of Binance's accreditation, that's for sure, and especially in response to some of the hardships that they faced earlier in the year. As you may remember, following the hack in May, Binance lost over $4 million, and there was also the drama surrounding the leak of their Know Your Customer KYC data and other information. And we are here now on HPB.io wishing High Performance Blockchain's MainNet a happy 1-year anniversary. Today, we would like to invite all of you to celebrate our 1-year MainNet anniversary. With our MainNet having gone live on September 24th of 2018, we have hit exactly 1 year. In celebration of such a historic date for us and our community, we reminisce of our achievements from the 58,000 wallet addresses that keep growing, our 1.3 million on-chain transactions, over 4 million blocks running on our mainnet, to having our list of partners grow to over 70. We have been committed to developing our ecosystem and revolutionizing blockchain infrastructure with our innovative and high-performance blockchain technology, and will continue to do so as our past as evidence of our commitment. You guys can check out the rest of the information here pertaining to the mainnet, to the ecosystem, and the community. But from altcoin buzz to HPB, we would really like to sincerely congratulate our friends over at High Performance Blockchain on the 1-year anniversary of that mainnet launch. Not an easy thing to do, and as far as our estimation goes, it's gone pretty well. So kudos once again on the accomplishment. We're looking now at a few quick updates on Twitter at ContentosIO. ContentOS tweeted the following: COS is now listed on the Crypto.com app. Users can now purchase COS at true cost with no fees via credit card and bank transfer. MCO card will also allow users to easily convert cryptocurrencies into fiat currencies and spend at over 40 million merchants globally. Congratulations both to Contentos and to Crypto.com. Another update here from Crypto.com. THETA is now listed on the Crypto.com app. Buy and sell THETA now at true cost with bank transfers and credit cards. Both are supported. Full details are available using this link, blog.crypto.com. Congratulations again to Crypto.com and to THETA in this case. And finally, we have this update courtesy of @Tomochain and @Tomochain and says blockchain representatives in Vietnam, including Tomochain, requested a sandbox for the technology while meeting with government agencies. A conducive legal framework for crypto assets could further assist in Vietnam's blockchain growth. And they link to the following article, which we'll take a look at here. Now, we're not going to go through all of this, but I would ask you guys, what do you think about the best conducive, whether it's a legal framework, whether it's a business framework, whether it's incentives or something out of the box at a private level, who knows? But what do you guys think are the best incentives to build blockchain, whether it's the infrastructure, whether it's the community? We looked at a few different suggestions here with this first piece that we examined today. VeChain had their perspective, DNVGL had their perspective, the CTO of Deloitte Blockchain had their perspective. And, some of those, I think, to be honest, were things that are kind of said in a marketing capacity at a big conference. Some of them were a little bit vague. But I think this makes sense, especially it seems for countries like Vietnam, where they're suggesting real regulatory legislative framework is what's going to help. And so for private companies like Tomochain to have a good relationship and to sit down to meet with their governments, I think is an excellent step forward. That really seems to be like it's moving in the right direction, at least based on my admittedly outsider's perspective. But this looks like it does have some promise. Blockchain community asks for a sandbox. Representatives of the blockchain industry in Vietnam have asked for a sandbox for the technology while meeting with government agencies at a conference in Hanoi on the 18th of September. Let us know what you think about that. This article goes back to the 19th of September. You can also check out this related piece on news.8btc.com. Cross over to Tomochain, founder tells EOS developers and decentralized applications. Finally, for today, everybody, we want to make sure that you are alerted to a new scam that is making the rounds on Twitter. It relates to Bakkt, which is not doing any sort of giveaway, Deepika warns. It is a scam, and it looks like someone is trying to scam people using a fake Bakkt account. And we suspect that it's going to be the first, unfortunately, of many. So if you're following Bakkt on Twitter, make sure you're following the legitimate account. It's Bakkt @Bakkt, BAKKT. That's where you're going to get a lot of the announcements. That's where you're going to get a lot of the information. That's all well and good. But what these scammers do, as you can see here in this capture, is that they try to impersonate the likeness of the account, and they have the same name, they have the same image that they upload. But as you can see, their Twitter handle is totally different, @AKKT57, whatever, some number. So at a glance, it looks legitimate, and maybe you're not thinking about it because it's in response to the official tweet. But you got to be careful about this kind of stuff. Look what they're asking. We prepared something special for this day. To participate, please join us at www.backedgift.info. This is a total scam. Do not visit this website. Whenever you are on, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Facebook, whether it's another social media platform, never ever give away information. Never give away your hard-earned Bitcoin, your Ethereum, other altcoins, and never ever give away information about your private keys. That is the cardinal sin in this space. So just because an official looking account is asking for something, you don't have to oblige. You don't have to take them seriously. Be on the lookout for this. Unfortunately, it looks like there will be other copycats that will be emerging as well, trying to take advantage of what Bakkt is offering. It's still the Wild West, guys, and there's still a lot of scams out there. So do be careful. We implore you, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. But that about rounds it out for the news today, everybody. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into the website, altcoinbuzz.io, for all the latest. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead, like, subscribe, share. Hit the bell, of course, to receive notifications. Best of luck if you choose to invest on this hump day. Prices are certainly down, and it's not financial advice. But hey, if that's what you choose to do, I wish you well, but have a great hump day, everybody. Have a great midweek. And as always, we hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.